Alien culture clashes and human anachronism. Can we do better? Host, welcome to Cultural Collision, the podcast where we explore the intricacies of alien culture clashes and human anachronism. I'm your host, Dr. Lee, and joining me today is Dr. Patel, an anthropologist with a specialty in intergalactic relations. Together, we'll delve into the complexities of interacting with extraterrestrial civilizations and the often comical, sometimes devastating consequences of our own cultural biases. But first, a question: what makes for a successful cross-cultural exchange? Is it a matter of shared values, or is it all about finding common ground in our differences? Join us as we explore the murky waters of cultural compatibility and human foolishness. Host, when we send humans to other planets, we often forget that the act of being human is a fleeting, ephemeral thing. Our customs, our language, even our concept of time, all of these things are rooted in our terrestrial existence. But when we encounter alien cultures, we are forced to confront the fact that our understanding of reality is not the only one out there. Take the Ficht, for example, a species we encountered a few years ago, known for their elaborate, ritualistic rituals that last for weeks on end. To human observers, their ceremonies might seem like pointless, drawn-out affairs, but to the Ficht, they're a vital part of their spiritual identity. And yet, we often find ourselves imposing our own values on their culture, viewing their practices through the lens of our own secular, individualistic worldview. Host, this brings us to the concept of temporal dissonance, a phenomenon where our own cultural references and historical touchstones become dislocated in time and space. For instance, when we visited the planet of Zarvath, we encountered a human colony that had been in existence for centuries, but had never had contact with Earth. As a result, their culture had evolved independently, with its own unique customs and traditions. However, when they encountered humans from Earth, they were shocked to discover that we had developed many of the same cultural icons and artifacts, but with totally different meanings. It's a classic example of how our cultural heritage can become dated and cumbersome in the face of unfamiliar contexts. Host, in today's episode, we'll explore more examples of temporal dissonance and cultural collision. We'll discuss the ethics of cultural exchange, the challenges of transcending our own biases, and the consequences of getting it wrong. Join us as we navigate the complexities of interacting with alien cultures and the often pitiful attempts we make to understand them.